Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever felt like your body just doesn't bounce back the way it used to? Climbing stairs feels harder. Your balance isn't what it used to be. And despite doing all the right things, it feels like your strength just isn't improving? If that sounds like you or someone you love over the age of 60, you're not alone. But what if I told you that one of the most common supplements older adults are buying might actually be the wrong one? And worse, it might be holding you back from real progress, stronger muscles, better mobility, and a truly independent life. Hi, I'm Dr. Anabel, and I've spent over 15 years working with older adults to help them live stronger, sharper, and more vibrant lives without falling into the trap of expensive gimmicks or fads. And today, I'm going to help you make one of the most important decisions for your long-term strength and wellness. Creatine versus BCAAs? What does the science really say? Which one builds muscle after 60, and which one might just be wasting your money? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll walk away with clarity, confidence, and an exact plan to support your muscles, balance, and even brain health as you age. Music transition, upbeat, clean. Section 1, Why This Matters More After 60, Dr. Anabel. Voiceover, showing visuals of older adults lifting light weights, walking upstairs, holding groceries. After the age of 60, most adults begin to lose 1% of their muscle mass each year. But here's the kicker. Your strength tends to decline even faster than your muscle mass. This process, called sarcopenia, isn't just about looking thinner or frailer. It's about losing power in your legs to stand from a chair. It's about the fear of falling in the bathroom at night. And for many, it's the tipping point between independence and relying on others for daily tasks. That's why choosing the right supplement can make all the difference. Not because supplements are magic, but because they can support your foundation, muscle, movement, and mental sharpness. And that's where creatine and BCAAs come in. Section 2. Let's break down the basics. Dr. Anabel, on-screen animated graphic peers. First, let's define the two. BCAAs, or branched-chain amino acids, are a group of 3 specific amino acids: leucine, isoleucine, valine. These are essential. They help with muscle protein synthesis, or in simple terms, repairing and rebuilding muscle. But here's the problem. Your body needs all 9 essential amino acids to build muscle effectively, not just those 3. Now compare that to creatine. Creatine is a compound that naturally exists in your muscles. Its job? To generate quick, usable energy during movement. Whether that's lifting groceries, rising from a chair, or catching yourself if you stumble. Think of BCAAs like the bricks of a house, and creatine like the power tools and electricity that allow those bricks to be assembled quickly and efficiently. Both can be useful, but which one makes the biggest difference after 60? Let's dig deeper. Section 3, Myth Busting. Creatine is just for gym bros. Dr. Anabel, let me guess. You've heard creatine is just for young guys trying to bulk up at the gym? I can't tell you how many of my older patients avoid it because they think that's not for people like me, but the science says otherwise. Study after study shows that creatine supports older adults in remarkable ways. Increased muscle strength, improved bone density, faster recovery, better reaction time, and yes, even cognitive enhancement. That's right, creatine isn't just for the body, it's for the brain too. One clinical trial from the University of São Paulo showed that older adults supplementing with creatine saw measurable improvements in memory and mental speed compared to those who didn't. Tip: don't let gym culture scare you away. Creatine might be one of the most beneficial supplements for aging adults, male or female. Section 4, Why BCAAs Might Not Be Worth It. Dr. Anabel, here's something the supplement companies don't want you to hear. Most older adults don't need BCAA supplements. Why? Because if you're eating enough high-quality protein from sources like eggs, poultry, fish, dairy, or whey protein, then you're already getting more than enough BCAAs naturally, alongside all the other essential amino acids your body needs. Taking extra BCAAs in powdered form is like trying to cook a full meal with just salt, pepper, and olive oil. You're missing the actual food. And worse, most of these products are overpriced, underdosed, and have very little clinical backing in older populations. Tip: before buying a fancy BCAA powder, ask yourself, Am I consistently getting 20 to 30 grams of protein at each meal? If yes, you probably don't need the extra BCAAs. Section 5, the type of muscle that keeps you independent. Dr. Anabel, let's get real for a moment. When we talk about muscles in older adults, we're not talking about vanity or looking toned. We're talking about fall prevention, stair climbing, standing up from the toilet, and avoiding nursing homes. The type of muscle that matters most here is called fast twitch muscle, the kind responsible for quick reactions and powerful movements. And guess what supports those fast twitch fibers? Creatine, not BCAAs. If you ever had to stop yourself from tripping or struggled to push open a heavy door, you've used fast twitch fibers. Creatine helps those muscles fire faster and recover more quickly. Section 6, let's talk brain health. Here's a surprising bonus. Creatine may support cognitive function as you age. Studies show it may enhance working memory, reaction time, executive function. It makes sense, right? Your brain is a high-energy organ. Creatine helps fuel your muscles and your mind by giving your cells quick access energy when they need it most. Tip, if you're looking for a supplement that supports both body and brain, creatine wins again. Section 7, the money breakdown. Where's your dollar going? Let's talk value. A month's worth of creatine monohydrate costs about 10 to 15. A typical BCAA powder, 30 to 40, and often delivers fewer benefits. So ask yourself, why pay more for less? Creatine is one of the most scientifically validated, affordable, and safe supplements available to older adults today. Tip, always choose creatine monohydrate. It's the most researched, most effective form. Section 8, how to use creatine properly. Let's keep this practical. Here's exactly how to take creatine. Amount, 3 to 5 grams per day. Timing, any time of day, but with food for best absorption. Pair it with something with carbohydrates, a banana, oatmeal, or your morning shake. No need to load. Just stay consistent. Most people begin noticing benefits around the 3 to 4 week mark, including easier workouts, improved stamina, better recovery, sharper thinking. Tip, add it to your breakfast smoothie or sprinkle it in your yogurt. Make it a habit. Section 9, when might BCAAs actually help? Dr. Anabel, compassionate. To be fair, there are some rare cases where BCAAs can help, such as you're on a very restricted diet, you have poor appetite or are recovering from surgery, you're unable to tolerate whole proteins. In these cases, essential amino acid blends or whey protein are usually better options than standalone BCAAs. But for most older adults, the combination of whole food protein plus creatine gives you all the tools you need. Section 10. What does a muscle-supporting day look like after 60? Dr. Anabel, let's make this real. What does an ideal day look like if your goal is to rebuild strength, protect your independence, and age vibrantly? Here's a simple sample routine I give to many of my patients over 60. Morning, wake up and hydrate. 1 to 2 glasses of water. Breakfast, Greek yogurt with berries, chia seeds, and a scoop of whey protein or collagen. Creatine, 3 to 5 grams mixed into a smoothie or with water and oatmeal. Bonus, add turmeric or magnesium if inflammation or sleep is an issue. Mid-morning movement, 15 to 20 minutes of light strength training. Chair squats, wall push-ups, resistance band rows, or a brisk 20-minute walk. You don't need a gym. Your living room and a resistance band are more than enough to stimulate muscle growth, especially when combined with creatine. Grilled chicken or salmon, a cup of steamed veggies, quinoa or sweet potato, olive oil or avocado for healthy fat. Tip from Dr. Anabel, if lunch feels too heavy, split it into 2 smaller meals. Just make sure you're getting 20 to 30 grams of protein at least twice a day. Afternoon brain booster, try word games, a challenging book, or puzzles, or even better, walking while listening to music or a podcast. Remember, muscle and brain health go hand in hand. Dinner, stir-fried tofu or lentils with vegetables, brown rice, herbal tea like rooibos or chamomile to wind down. Before bed, light stretching, journaling, or breathing exercises. Optional, a small protein snack like cottage cheese or a boiled egg to support overnight muscle repair. Section 11, real people, real results. Dr. Anabel, let me introduce you to David, 67, a retired mechanic from Michigan. When David came to me, he said, "Doc, I'm just getting weaker. I used to carry a car battery like it was nothing. Now I can barely lift my granddaughter." He had tried BCAAs for months, spent over $150 on powders and drink mixes, but his diet was low in total protein, and he hadn't heard of creatine. So we simplified, increased his daily protein, added 5 grams of creatine monohydrate each morning, introduced 15-minute resistance band workouts 3 times a week. David said, "I feel solid again, not like a bodybuilder, but like me." His balance improved. He started walking more. He carried his granddaughter across the park again. "I'm not trying to be 30 again," he told me. "I just want to live without fear, and now I can." Section 12, the fall myth. Dr. Anabel. We need to talk about something uncomfortable. Falls. Every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated in the ER for a fall, and every 19 minutes, someone dies from one. But here's the thing. Most falls don't start with the foot. They start with muscle loss, loss of reaction time, loss of strength in the legs and hips. Creatine helps preserve and rebuild those protective muscles. BCAAs? Not in the same way. So when you invest in your muscle health, when you choose creatine, strength training, and protein, you're not just investing in how you look. You're investing in your freedom, mobility, and peace of mind. Section 13, the "but I'm not an athlete" excuse, Dr. Anabel. Another thing I hear often, "Dr. Anabel, I'm not trying to run marathons, I'm just an average person." And that's exactly why this matters. Muscle isn't just for athletes. Muscle is your armor against aging. It's what helps you get up off the floor, carry groceries, hold your posture while gardening, dance with your partner, hug your grandkids tightly. And no matter where you're starting from, it's not too late. Studies have shown that even people in their 80s and 90s can gain muscle with resistance training and creatine. Section 14, let's debunk more creatine myths. Myth 1, it causes kidney damage. False. Research consistently shows that in healthy adults, creatine does not harm the kidneys. Myth 2, it causes bloating or water retention. Partially true. Some people may see a slight increase in water weight during the first week, but this is inside the muscle, not belly bloat. Myth 3, you have to cycle off creatine. Nope. Long-term use has been studied and is considered safe for adults, including seniors. Myth 4, it's not for women. Creatine is just as effective and safe for women over 60 as it is for men. Section 15, how to talk to your doctor about creatine. Doctor, if you're interested in trying creatine but have a health condition like kidney disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, or you take multiple medications, please talk to your doctor first. Ask, "I've been reading about creatine to support muscle and balance after 60. Based on my health, is it safe for me to try?" Bring a journal and write down any concerns. Or better yet, bring a printed copy of one of the studies I'll link in the description below. Remember, you are your own best advocate. Section 16, what to look for in a creatine supplement. Dr. Anabel, on screen, holding bottle. Here's what I recommend when choosing a creatine supplement. Creatine monohydrate, most studied and reliable. No fillers, flavors, or sugars. Third-party tested for purity. Comes as a powder, not pills. Easier to absorb and mix. 1 scoop a day is all you need. And if you don't like the taste, mix it with juice, a protein shake, or even coffee. Section 18, let's recap. Creatine versus BCAAs. After 60, Dr. Anabel on camera, recap slide fades in. Let's bring it all together with a quick summary to help you take confident next steps. BCAAs, leucine, isoleucine, valine. Useful if you're severely protein deficient, but not enough on their own to rebuild or maintain muscle. Often overpriced and overhyped. Creatine monohydrate supports muscle power, reaction time, balance, and brain health. Backed by over 1,000 studies, safe for most healthy adults over 60, affordable and easy to take daily. Best strategy after 60, prioritize total daily protein, 1.2 grams per kilograms of body weight. Add 3 to 5 grams of creatine daily, pair with 2 to 3 resistance sessions per week, body weight or light weights. Stay hydrated and consistent. Section 19, bonus, the independence checklist. Dr. Anabel holding a clipboard graphic. Here's a quick checklist to help you maintain strength and independence after 60. How many can you say yes to? I get 25-30 grams of protein at least twice a day. I take 3 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate daily. I do resistance-based movement 2-3 weeks a week. I stay mentally sharp through reading, puzzles, or active learning. I hydrate with at least 6-8 cups of water daily. I avoid unnecessary supplements and stick to what works. If you're doing even 3 of these, you're already winning. And if not, now's the perfect time to begin. Section 20, closing message from Dr. Anabel. Dr. Anabel, aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. It doesn't have to mean giving up your freedom or handing over your strength. Not when you have tools like creatine, real food, and movement on your side. Your muscles remember, your body can still respond, and your independence is always worth investing in. So to all of you out there watching, whether you're 60, 70, or even 85, don't give up on your strength. It hasn't given up on you. Subscribe to stay updated with Dr. Anabel's weekly videos. Comment what's your #1 takeaway from today's episode. Share this with a friend, parent, or neighbor. It might just change their life.